Who's the manipulator? Who's the manipulator? Who's the manipulator? Is it Nick? Is it Stephanie? Who knows at this point? Now, I'm going to give you guys, some of you guys, the video you all been waiting for. And I know some of us look like clowns because our stance keeps changing. But the difference in my stance still is that I waited for Stephanie to drop a video initially, then I waited for Nick to drop his video, and then I made my stance. But as of yesterday, 40 something minutes before 12 midnight, or 12 a.m., not midnight, 12 a.m., Stephanie So released a video and gave the biggest Uno reverse card to Nikocado Avocado. She negated a few things. I'll applaud her on that. She negated a few things. Now, Nikocado, things are not looking good for him. Now, I'm not going to say he's completely in the wrong, because as I've stated before, looking at both sides, I see flaws in both claims or arguments, or both opposite sides. As Stephanie has stated, because I watched the whole video from yesterday, there are 3 sides to a story, not 2. Nikocado said there are 2 sides to a story, his side and her side. Stephanie says there's 3 sides to a story, which is indeed true. His side, her side, and the truth. And the truth will be revealed in the unreleased video clips, the unreleased video footage that Nikocado has not yet to release. Now, I do feel like Nikocado is hiding something if he is not releasing that video footage. And I do feel like Nikocado is lying. But guess what? I also feel like Stephanie is lying. Now, one point that I would like to bring up is that Nikocado and Stephanie argument or oppositions were not fully valid. They are not. They have a lot of flaws in their thing. As a natural debater, they have a lot of flaws. One I would like to point out is that people that are on Stephanie's side says that Stephanie had more efficient evidence because Nikocado, his evidence was basically him having conversations with other individuals behind Stephanie Sue's back. But Stephanie Sue, did she not do the same thing? She had personal conversations behind Nick's back, just like Nick had personal conversations behind her back. In Stephanie So's final video of how Nikocado manipulated us all, she said and showed Zach exposing Nikocado Avocado. But she showed her conversation with Zach behind Nikocado Avocado's back. She also showed a discussion she had with someone who was a victim of Nikocado Avocado's behavior as evidence in her video as well. Now, yes, that evidence is valid of the victim of Nicocado's behavior. Basically, I remember the video he did, and I think he re-uploaded it or told the story again, but I remember the video where he did a video on this guy that he met up with, and things didn't go as he wanted them to, so he exposed the boy. And this boy came to Stephanie Sue. Sorry, I keep saying so. At first I was purposely messing up her name, but now it's like an accident. So, and I'll tell you guys my stance on it at the end. I'm gonna like a clown, but I'm just gonna tell you guys this. I'm still a supporter of Nick, and I'm not gonna say I don't support Stephanie because I don't really know her that much, and I'm not gonna be biased. But I'm still a supporter of. I'll just say I'm a supporter of both of them. Um, Let me get back and then get my stance. So I do feel like people exposing Nikocado's manipulative behavior is good evidence, but to bring up the fact that Nicocado's evidence was him talking behind people's back and Stephanie's wasn't is invalid because they both were. But in talking behind each other back, it did provide evidence to show how untruthful or how truthful each one of them were. And that they were hiding certain points in their video. Like, Stephanie did not address all points in her video. Nikocado didn't. I think he did. He did address most of the points. From what I've seen, he addressed all the points. But from what I've seen Stephanie's video, she really focused on her home security and whether or not she wanted to do a documentary series on Veronica Wang or not, and how she changed or whatever. And I will admit, that's why I said Stephanie So had the biggest reverse card, because she did provide. She came with the evidence. Just like Nikocado, we thought Nikocado came with the evidence. She came with the evidence. But what I feel as though, and then I'm going to get my stance, what I feel as though is that this mukbang drama is getting to be a little too out of hand. I feel like it's just drama and it's just for clicks and views on either parties, or for both parties, for even probably for Zach Choi, who knows. For all of them, the ones that in and out, all the people involved, all the people got themselves involved by bullying Stephanie. So, Stephanie Sue. I feel like that. I feel like this ain't mine, but I feel like all parties involved, or all parties who got themselves involved, I feel like all of them are using this to do something. And they're dragging this into 2020. Like, it's a new year. Like, yes, this stuff did happen at the end of 2019, but some of the stuff stemmed from 2018. And then, like, when stuff started to change and stuff, it just blew out of proportion. Everyone's like, whatever. But I do feel like both of them are lying. I feel like Stephanie So is lying on some things, and I do feel like Stephanie Sue is lying on some things, and I do feel like Nikocado Avocado is lying. I feel like both of them are lying. My stance is that they're both lying, and it's been shown. And the only thing I thought Nikocado was invalid about was the in and out situation, and the fact that that was basically it. That's the only point that I showed in my video, that he wasn't really valid about the in and out situation. I feel like he really was bullying her because he did say he didn't like her. That's what was brought up. But the other points, I feel like they made sense according to the information that was present at the time. So people comment and stuff, people dislike the video, and I understand why. And I feel like people were saying, oh, you're switching back and forth, what side are you going to be on now? I said I was a supporter of Nick in general. When it comes to the drama in the situation, I am not on either side. I'm not on Stephanie Sue's side. I'm not on Nikocado Avocado's side. When it comes to the drama, I'm not on either side. I did say that my title was exaggerated, and according to what was shown, Nikocado Avocado was innocent and Stephanie Sue was a liar, according to what was shown at the present time. Not as of now. As of now, both of them are lying. But as of present time, at that present time, now past time, Stephanie Sue, I said Sue, but why would I came out so? Stephanie Sue is a liar, and Nikocado Avocado was being innocent at that time. But that was an exaggerated title, because in the video I did mention that Nikocado Avocado was not innocent when he started talking about the in and out situation, the in and out of sleep thing. I said he was wrong for that, because he said he didn't like her, so he obviously wasn't joking. He was using that to get at her in some kind of way, because he felt some type of animosity or some type of something about her. But I do feel like Stephanie Sue's initial exposed video was meant to tarnish Nicocado's name. The one she did yesterday, I felt like was more so what she should have done initially. She should have talked about that initially. Because remember I said that she should have talked about how he didn't have permission to do this and how she changed her mind about doing the Veronica Wayne documentary series. But in this exposed video, she actually presented like how she felt before and how she felt afterwards or whatever in the midst of all that. She actually showed like how she was in the situation. But in the initial exposed video, she did not do that. In this exposed video, she came with more valid receipts, even though they weren't completely valid. Neither side is completely valid. But initially, she just did that to tarnish Nicocado's name. But she also says that the video footage does not lie. She did put in the video footage in her it's last exposed video that she made yesterday was accurate. Okay, the video footage that she put in that exposed video from yesterday was accurate. But Nikocado Avocado owns the rest of the video footage. So until we get that, we're not going to know what the truth is. Because the truth is in the video footage. The truth is not between these two. Because they have proven that they cannot be trusted. Now, because the drama is so petty, I'm not going to completely cancel Nikocado Avocado. When it comes to cancel culture, it is very toxic, and people choose when and how they want to cancel people. People will cancel Chris Brown one day for being a colorist, and then a few days later, he's uncanceled because he came out with a good song. People uncancel. People have canceled Jeffree Star, but he's not canceled anymore. Cancel culture is disturbing, is dumb. If you're not going to have someone cancel for the rest of their lifetime, the rest of their existence, then do not cancel them at all. So I'm still a subscriber to Nikocado Avocado's channel, and I'm not going to unsubscribe because we still don't know the full story yet. And I'm still subscribed to Stephanie Sue's channel. I did not unsubscribe after she came out with the first lie. I did not unsubscribe, and then when I seen yesterday's video, I did not unsubscribe because yesterday's video I felt was more accurate, even though it wasn't 100% accurate. I still felt as though it was more accurate than the first video that she did. So as I said, I am a supporter of Nick, and I felt some kind of way about Stephanie Sue trying to tarnish his name. But I said how I felt between the both of them. I didn't say what side I was on. I did not take a stance because now that I see her video, we might have to wait for Nicocado's video if he even does one because the reverse card was just like a lot. But I'm on neither side. I just said I was a supporter of Nick, and initially before I even did a video, I was on Stephanie's side. So that's when I actually had a stance, when I was on Stephanie's side. Okay? The title was exaggerated. It was a little biased, okay? But I was not on any side. So I felt like the bias that I held wasn't really important if I wasn't picking a side to be on. So it's up in the air. But both of them have lied. So I feel like both of them should be held accountable for what they've been lied about their audience. But I do feel like if the bullying didn't happen, I feel like this whole drama doesn't matter. Like if Stephanie Sue wouldn't have been bullied, I feel like all of the drama that's going on does not matter. It does not need awareness for. But the bullying, I do see why that would need awareness for. I do see why the her being bullied would need awareness for, and her making shirts or merch to In and Out of Sleep merch and actually raising money to help bullying prevention. I do feel like if she wouldn't have been bullied in this situation, I feel like the whole drama wouldn't make sense to happen. Because who cares if you want to do a Veronica Wayne documentary or not? Like, it really doesn't matter. And there's really no point in doing it because guess what? This happened a long time ago. This happened now 2018. It may have been the end, middle, whatever of 2018. We're now in 2020. It doesn't matter to do a documentary series. Lead up to Shane Dawson, who you guys you canceled him and now he's uncanceled. Remember when Shane Dawson was canceled for making racist comedy skits? But is he canceled now? No. After he gave his apology. And I do feel like that's a whole nother video. But like I said, cancel culture is toxic. And y'all may cancel Nick. But guess what? A month from now, he's going to be uncanceled. And that's just what it is. And that's just how it is. Cancel culture doesn't make sense at all. So I'm not on either side. I am still supporting Nick. I will follow up with Stephanie Sue, see if I like her mukbangs, and come support her. But yeah,